retards that can't even moderate anything in their own life. And these are the people who want to draw the rules of engagement for society. And I think that collectively people have rejected that. They're tired of that. And this isn't some attitude era or anything else. This is simply common sense prevailing and rationality, you know, making a big comeback.
Whether it's mainstream media, whether it's the gaming media, the people are going to stand up and tell you to go fuck yourself. Every time you call us a racist, every time you call us a sexist, every time you say we're a misogynist, you can spew all the bullshit you want.
These retards too much power? Yep, that's right.
It means absolutely nothing. You have no power here anymore. And that is the new mindset moving forward. You have zero power, and you will continue to get crushed. The more you cry, the more you whine, the more we are going to get more popular. And that's the reality of the
and the reason why, you have to keep in mind that the reason why he's right about this is because the message. It's not like crying and stuff like this is actually bad. It's that the message that they're putting out is disingenuous and wrong. That's the reason why. So I think if you don't contextualize around that, like you miss the entire point. It's that these messages were never popular. They were just given the illusion of popularity by censorship.
Situation. And can you say the same for them? I don't know. I mean, let's go to just yesterday. I called out Greg Miller.
Oh, I remember this.
One of the shills in the gaming media.
Yep.
I said Greg Miller canceled his best friend over a joke. A very, very tame joke. Never forget.
That's right.
Guess what? Greg Miller doesn't want to address that. Do you know why? Because it's 100% accurate. Everything I said is accurate. So he doesn't want to address it.
Absolutely.
But he does want to get up on stage and say shit like this.
Greg Miller. G-R-E-G-M-I-L-L-E-R. Fuck Elon Musk and fuck Donald Trump.
Now, Greg Miller doesn't want you to start looking and say, oh, wait, what is this guy saying? We're out ratioed him. We still remember when you canceled your best friend over a simple joke. F off.
Yep.
He doesn't want you looking into the fact that he got fake offended over this from Colin Moriarty.
Round one.
Peace and quiet. A day without a woman.
This is a joke.
This is funny. I stand by this.
Coming in 30
This
seconds.
is literal
Stay strong.
nothing. This is not an offensive joke. It's a dad joke. As many
my dad has a t-shirt
It has a way of
and he
stripping
says
away
if
our
a man
assumptions,
speaks in the forest and there's no woman to hear it, is he still wrong?
Oh,
And
I think it
remember
is.
every time that he would wear that shirt and he would come over and my mom would see the
The
shirt.
battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like,
You
she
have
would
to
just be a
stop them
little
from
bit
securing
more,
the mission area.
right? Just a little bit more.
people have said. But people like Greg Miller, who are shills to the industry, canceled their best friend over this.
Well, the reason why people don't like this is because it's a fake personality and everybody knows it's not genuine. Like, does anybody actually think Greg Miller is about this? It's just putting on this fake persona. Like, I bet this guy says totally like off-color stuff all the time off. But he doesn't act this way, and he puts on this fake persona and this fake personality. It's like, again, a skinny Jack Black that's lost a bunch of weight along with all of their charisma, and you get this stuff, and somehow it's even less funny.
Attitude era is here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're not backing down. 2025 will be the day, the year, that the mainstream games media dies completely.
This is real firepower!
One of the first steps, and of course this isn't necessarily to the games media, but you can go over to Critic List right now and you can make an account for free. There's apps on Android and
If any of these guys, like if Elon or any of these guys with a lot of capital, like I don't want to put in any money for this.
But there's an side look behind us. Side look behind you guys.
For a gaming website that does reviews and media, I will build it. I will build it for I will. And I'll build a foundation and I will do it. You know, bring the people over and everything like that. But I don't want to
Judge, jury, executioner!
Because I don't have to spend
By the eye of Agamotto!
Apple, and it works very well. And you can go there and follow me at DJ Cobra. But yeah, like everybody's talking like Cobra Kai. I don't know if everyone has seen Cobra
Magic,
Kai.
can you
yet.
tag
Cobra Kai
the
is
backline?
fantastic.
I've been
You
trying
can
to kill
make
the Punisher
accounts,
and
you can do
Psylocke.
reviews of all of your favorite TV shows and movies over here. You're not going to be censored at all. This is where the people's voices matter. And hopefully in the future we're going to get video games over here. And it will be the hub where you can go have all of these discussions. People talking about Daredevil and Reacher, Captain America, Brave New World sitting at a 33% right now.
Brave New World, I feel like, actually, I saw that a lot of the audience members actually liked the new Captain America movie, and it was rated kind of lower by critics. Now maybe things have changed since then, but they did. Yeah, if I remember right, let me go back and just check Metacritic again. Yeah, let me see. Oh. Okay, well, I'm just an idiot. I'm wrong. It's on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, was that it?
I better give this I feel stronger than ever.
It's fighter time!
Okay, thank God. All right. I don't know if it wasn't
should do it.
2 times in a day is really not my friend. But luckily, I am
Us against the world!
So yeah, there you go.
Judge, jury, executioner!
But you know, it seems like on Metacritic the appearance of it, or sorry, the appeal of it is very minimal. You're wrong about a valve? No, guys, it's gonna blow up tomorrow.
Overall from the audience over on Critically. So make sure you go over there. I promise you will enjoy it. You can create little communities over there, have discussions about whatever you're looking to have, and let your friends know about it. We love it. Geeks and Gamers is over there.
The group, you can see.
This site and this app, and we're looking forward to the future over there. So that is one step, and of course, getting video games over there is one of my big goals moving forward. And hopefully, we're going to be able to do that. So thank you guys for checking out this video. We greatly do appreciate it. And just remember that none of these people have any actual power. They have zero power at all. All they can do is try and whine, and they're just going to continue to make people like me and you and many others far more popular. Have a great day.
I've only done the
And we will talk to you later.
Yeah. It's only gonna do the exact and it's really annoying when video games get fucking. I hate how it fucking changes the pause button, moves it over, and that way you end up going to the. I'm gonna complain to somebody at YouTube about
I see them.
I'll complain constantly if I say.
By the eye of Agamotto!
And anyway, that being said, I need healing. I do, and I think that a lot of people are starting to realize this, that getting mad about stuff, like, yeah, it can cause me to lose sponsors or something like that, but at the end of the day, people are becoming more and more aware of this, and I think that sponsors will also care less and less about it. And just as time goes on, there will be less of a focus put on, like making money with sponsors to begin with, right? I mean, this is something that I did myself because I knew that it was not going to last. And so I'm very glad to see it happen. Sponsors follow people, they do. They do, they follow people. And it might take some time for the sponsors and things like that to react to it. But at the end of the day, if you have a lot of viewers, sponsors, it will happen. And they'll come back because they want to make money. And also,
Born again!
not with your personality.
Judge, jury, executioner!
If you bring in numbers, that's what matters. That's what makes the difference. So yeah, it's that simple.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Logan Paul is so bad. He feels so bad for the victim. Let's see if he's so good. But Cyborg most healed in this project.
Dino, last moment.
Fighter shields.
Go, contest.
By the eye of Agamotto!
I'm born anew.
Almost word for word, CryptoZoo's white
It's the
paper
grand
saying the
finale.
following.
We can fight, we can fight.
PG may appear to fully function as an NFT collector. Which, I mean, to be fair, let's be fair to Dylan. Dylan never read into one. Okay?
No support, no support, go, 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 no support.
It's spider time!
Tokens that are open
Benito, Benito.
fields that is based on a rare
Alright.
T.
Solo, solo.
In case you didn't think it was obvious, I decided to
current
give
score
Dylan one
is
last hint.
zero,
Signed off with a
2,
nonsense
1.
statement saying, quote, "Come obtain
Time to
fun
switch
prints,
things up,
enter exciting
including
zones,
which side you're
indescribably
on."
lush. Look out, adventurer."
I
Now,
will bring peace to this universe.
That sounds
no matter
like
the
a
cost.
like an
You'll need a
AI
top-notch team
generated
to win this one.
advertisement for a video game.
this is a sentence which means nothing
Yes.
unless you lay it out by the first letter of every word. And then it spells CoffeeZilla. So
Round 2,
I
go!
was born to change humanity for the better. That time has come.
don't say I didn't warn him. And obviously, even if I had
Don't say
warned
I
him,
didn't
Dylan
warn
Dennis
him.
surely wouldn't promote a
Yep.
CryptoZoo project,
Can't
right?
believe this.
Because
30
he
seconds
feels
before
too
you
bad
attack.
for the victim.
Get
He
ready.
wouldn't
Right.
promote something nearly identical. Oh, wait.
Sound-
He said sounds dope.
Your soul is
What?
divided.
Question mark?
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm just a little surprised
Yeah.
by how
That is not the
this
only
all is.
fissure I
course.
Zero
sense.
due diligence
How about
is
you
being
censor
done
own
here.
business?
We've
Right.
created the
Perfect
weakest
human.
facade possible for an NFT
Yes.
scam.
They're like literally
This
telling him
location
this
seems
is a
dangerous.
My
scam.
strength
He's like,
has increased.
no, it's not.
The
Like,
battle
no,
starts
we're
in
literally
5,
scamming
4,
you. No, you're not.
3,
I'm not being scammed
2,
right now. What do you mean? No,
1.
I'm not. There's no way I could be
All
getting
you need to do is capture the
Absolutely
mission
not.
area. Got it?
And he's just immediately
these
on board.
worlds come
Of course,
Yeah, he was fun to
for a
countless
price. I
people
mean,
will
that is the one thing
I
he
must
actually
stop
did
this.
care about. And it's the one thing he actually put back to the I told him I wanted to pay him $1,000. He want more. He said, that's too low. So he negotiated
nice deep freeze.
on a payment rate of $5,000 for our NFT project, which does not exist. After we settled on that, he sent me payment
Destiny
information,
awaits.
which really established a lot for us. We got
Okay, yeah,
answers.
it told it where his wallet was and
Quantum
what it
magic.
was, so you can look all that stuff up. Oh yeah.
I feel stronger than ever.
First, paid per post. We also got
Spider nest.
payment access from Dylan, which I
Right.
hope is
Exactly.
wallet
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I didn't give him enough credit. Dylan gave us a brand new crypto wallet just for this transaction.
See, the reason why is that Dylan might have already been exposed to the previous wallets he had, so he's learned his lesson. Dylan's a smart guy.
Seems to imply that he probably makes new wallets with every new deal he does. He's smart. I think what I realized take what I
This is real firepower!
which is
Judge, jury, executioner!
but the twist would be, as soon as he posts that, it will become a website dedicated to every scam tweet Dylan Dane has ever done. And remember that this website would be linked by Dylan Dane to all of his fans.
I have risen.
Fucked up so hard. Oh my god. Oh, fuck, man.
Directly showing the truth.
Fucking
You
finesse.
can-
Yeah, this is so
Let me
good.
finish, let me finish. Can you rat?
How many times again in just a second, but I first want to say I thought about this a while because this plan has its own
Cosmic
risk.
might
I mean, the number one
returns.
risk is that Dylan just doesn't post, steals my money.
Yeah, that's
I mean, the number two risk is, well, what if he finds out we duped him and then immediately deletes everything? We don't get our money. So to remedy that, because I wanted to do this plan was to structure the payment so that I paid him $1,000 a month, but didn't pay him the rest.
Just in time.
Have the tweet for my
That's fine. Okay.
pride.
Okay,
This
so
sounds good. Right.
And so this is where I'm going to leave things with you.
Because he was going to tweet it out no matter what. Yep.
Friday, the day I told him this whole fake thing was watching. So I'm going to do that and go get prepared for Friday. I will.
Adam Warlock, can you raccoon? Can you raccoon?
Only 60 seconds left.
$10 million people are really doing work.
Guys, I mean, he's...
Judge, jury, executioner!
Wow, those are great.
Down to 30 seconds.
Cute tanning
Oh, wow. That's 10 grand. That's probably 50. Easy.
And I also created our little switcheroo
Time for the big
website,
finish.
which is just a website with all of the previous transgressions. Now,
The fucking eyes.
I'll patch you up. Big concern that maybe
Final 10
I hadn't
seconds.
fully been transparent with this. So maybe I should be more transparent with him about what's going on. So he doesn't say I tracked him.
As God
What I
might!
decided to do is to make sure we
You'll have to
cover our
keep
bases
fighting
here,
until we have a
is I
winner.
drew up a contract for Dylan to sign.
It's the round.
Okay.
And in it, I lay the whole thing. This is what I meant by this is where Gabo is going to pick us. Because in black and white, I lay out right in front of him. So what he said was, maybe the better to diligence. It says that we're going to be switching the website to
Yeah. I can tell you how this ends. He didn't read it. Garen
Final
fucking
score.
T.
0,
Lay out the
2,
whole thing
1.
down.
Garen fucking T.
What
He
we're
never
really
read it.
banking on is he's not going to read any of this. He's just going to see money and just sign it.
Yeah, 'cause it's
which
a
is the
big,
whole
giant
point.
black
I
box.
expect
them all.
hopefully we don't end up sabotaging our own project by double checking, covering our bases here. But either way, that's what's going on. Also, exactly finished founding all the scams of this guy. So we're going to go back to the studio.
Ooh,
and
that
check
must have taken a
those
while.
All right,
Okay.
I'm back, and we have the results from ZachXBT. He found over 20 projects that Dylan promoted, and then
Holy shit! Just got this crazy Gambling Apes NFT. Excited about this one. Fire. Remember the coin Shibanu who made 15 billion market cap and ended up on Binance? Turns out he has a son. They released exactly 1 year after Shiba. Check out Mini Shiba. It's gonna be huge. The best coin I've seen lately. They reward you for every hour just by holding baby ETH. Oh my god. How can
Which
so many
hero do you
people
think
be
you wanna
so
be today?
stupid?
Be
tried
wary.
deleting
No
where many of them
timeline
were
exists
rug
where
pulls and
Magneto
scams. It was
yields.
Wow.
just gave up looking for more because there were so
Hashtag
many.
not
So
financial
we added
advice.
those to the website, but I'm sure many of you are also curious about what's going on with
who am I gonna
Dylan
banish
Banks.
from this
So
match?
we're gonna go check back in with our liaison Oompa because at this point the whole thing is set up and it's all just resting on whether he does any due diligence or not.
Yes,
Let's see what happens.
he doesn't.
Tell us where we're at with Dylan.
So he seems to have taken the bait. There's one final step. Obviously, we have to get him to make the tweet. You just
Yes.
sent $10 to him, right? Just to
Yeah, I wanted to bait him so that we can send the contract and he's gonna be like waiting for the money. What
Yeah.
now? I mean, is he responding?
He said sounds good, and then
Got
shortly after he said got it to saying that he got the $10 we sent as a test for his transaction.
Yeah.
Now comes the actual moment of truth. We're about to send the contract. Oh my gosh.
You'll need a
Sending it.
top-notch team
All right,
to win
and then
this
I'm
one.
sending the drive link.
I mean, we've sent the contract now. We're just waiting. We're literally waiting.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
Dylan.
Oh, I agree, bro. I agree.
What? Idiot. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course.
And you might
How did
notice
anybody
that
not
we weren't
expect this?
actually able to use DocuSign and get his signature because
Oh my god.
outages at the moment, the actual website. But we were able to just have him do a written agreement.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it was very shocking that he actually did it, I have to be honest. It was here that the pressure really.
Why
30
would
seconds
you be
before you
shocked
attack.
by this?
Get ready.
He wanted $5,000.
Doctor
I
Strange.
mean, I'm pretty sure it begins and ends right there. Yeah, he read it in 3 minutes too. Yeah, exactly. Of course he didn't read it. He's like, yeah, yep, sure, for sure. I've done one of these before.
Ramped up
It's
because
an
at this
easy
point,
5K.
I paid Dylan $1,000, and now we're just waiting for him to post. And I'm really worried that
The
what
battle
if he
starts in
reads the
5,
document in that
4,
time and realizes
3,
what's going
Oh,
on?
two,
no, he's not
But
gonna do
one.
that's when Dylan gave us a lucky
All you
break.
need to do is
Yeah.
capture the
Also gave us
mission
a
area.
curveball.
Got
Yeah,
it?
he's
Okay, big news, boys. A little
So
update.
there are two
Ahead
dudes,
of
huh?
schedule. I by like my
Sounds
part,
like
like I cannot take it. I was already telling Upa
I'll
that he has
patch
to
you up.
go for it with this because I'm not ready. I cannot take all this suspense. And Dylan texted us, hey, should I just go ahead and tweet? So we're just gonna say yes. Go ahead and tweet.
Go ahead, Punisher. That's some
now, I
serious
guess. See what he
sword.
says.
Should I do it?
There's so much work that goes into this. You guys can see this off camera. Dylan starts talking about where's your community. So we have to whip up this community from no
What
start
does it
talking.
say? Most sometimes NFT hard engagement, but you know this.
Talking about where's your community. So we have to whip up this community from no
we have to make a
Our
Twitter
community
account.
doesn't exist.
Oh,
we had to create a
shit.
Twitter profile. We had to buy a bunch of botted followers.
Yep, smart.
An hour ago, it didn't exist.
For
I don't
sure.
think I've
Yes.
ever been so excited about something in my life.
There you go.
Turrets blown. I'm infantry again.
There it is.
I can't believe he did it.
That's a bad job.
I would have believed it.
What? I can't believe it. What can I say?
What's a
He's not an
scratch?
idiot. He just won $5,000.
Judge, jury, executioner.
This is real
It's been highly educational for you guys.
This is real firepower!
So he focused on what was important for him, and he made sure that he got $5,000.
If you enjoyed our work, please
Yeah.
consider becoming a patron. High effort investigative journalism like this takes a long time to produce. I think you'll agree. I also want to give a big thanks to both Oopaville and Zach XBT who
Oh
helped me
my
pull this off.
God.
Please go follow them because they're helping us get to the point where influencers will wonder when they take these deals in the future, am I agreeing to be the butt of a joke? And of course,
Yes.
the answer to that question is showing NFTs is always
Help get that vehicle
So
to
anyways,
its
thanks for watching.
destination. Here come the bad guys.
When asked for a comment on the story,
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Dylan Dennis said the following. Complete lie. He changed the website completely and lied about the project that he was describing. Literally, completely changed the original website, sent or deleted it.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
True. When asked about the direct design, laying out the details of what happened, Dylan Dennis did not respond to further comment. That makes sense. He literally completely changed it. Was not that website.
This is real firepower! This is real!
Us against the world.
Yeah, guy's an idiot. Like, I mean, what do you expect? This is such a good fucking video.
Judge, jury, executioner.
God, this is amazing. What in the fuck, man?
Fantastic!
This is so fucking good. These CopyZilla videos are just like, because it's like after the Logan Paul thing, and then this shit comes out, and in a way it's even better, because it's just so fucking stupid. It's crazy, like, it just keeps coming. Yeah, the news writes itself. This is a nice spot. Exactly, I love it. Yeah, if you guys like watching NFT scam videos and like this kind of journalism, like, bullshit like this, CopyZilla is the #1 spot, okay? This guy is fucking great. I've been watching his videos for a long time. I'm glad to see that they're finally like really popping off. This is so good. How dare you call Dan stupid? Well,
You're welcome!
$5,000.
This is real firepower!
Yeah, we're gonna give you the $5 grand. You're a good boy. Yeah, there you go. 1K probably. Yeah, because you might have deleted it.
I'll get you
Maybe
next
that's
time.
it.
I'll patch you
Worth it,
up.
though? Hey, Struck fingers pointing at Logan right in his eye.
Get
But
the
the thing is, like, everybody always wants to shit on people like Logan Paul. It's very easy to just go and be like, oh,
Judge,
well,
jury,
Logan Paul is bad. Let's make me feel
executioner.
Us against the
In a
world.
lot of these cases, they're doing the exact same thing.
They're just trying to make themselves look better in the context of this other person.
Does that make sense? They had to pay him some in the contract? Yeah, exactly. Did he admit to purchasing the body counts? That's against TOS, bro?
Armor packs here.
TOS on the website? Hey, it's funny.
Headed for trouble.
Who wrote the TOS? Some fucking guy?
I'll patch you up.
I'll get you next time.
It seems we have come time for the election. This is a nice spot. I'm doing this my way. This is real firepower. Magneto.
Only 60 seconds left.
Of course it's not over.
6 months ago, I investigated CryptoZoo, a scam created by Logan Paul and a few criminals. Oh, and a dude named Jeff, which ultimately resulted in millions of dollars being stolen from his fans. I was threatened with a lawsuit for exposing it, but ultimately, Logan Paul decided to thank me instead for his public addressing it and announcing $1.8 million refund to the victim. Now, I thought that was a great ending to the story.
Well, yeah, and that's what everybody else
Judge, jury, executioner.
Keep up the momentum.
Way, and that's why we're here today.
It's been, about 6 months, right?
6 months. So
Yeah, that's about right.
I'll patch you up.
here's the follow-up. Logan Paul has not paid back his victims. He hasn't talked about it since he first announced he was going to pay them back. And what's worst of all,
This is a nice
he doesn't
spot.
seem to have a plan in place to refund anyone. How do I know that? Well, because I've been asking Logan for
I'll
that
patch
plan
you
to
up.
refund people the entire time behind the scenes.
Let's see it.
Please. Quote, hey Logan, following up on the new refunds, when should people expect them?
That was in February.
And then a month later, following up again. People are wondering what's going on. It's been 2 months. Very frustrating for victims to get wrong. And there's been nothing.
Does anybody think anybody's gonna get any money out of Logan Paul? I mean, come on, guys. I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I really don't.
You're ready.
Yeah, the money got
And then
pledged.
later, hey Logan, following up for a third time, it's been over 5 months
this
since you
my
promised
way.
to refund the victims a trip this week over $3 million. I meant
This is real firepower.
what this buyback was going to be, was constantly changing. Either way, my point was this. Quote, you haven't contacted any of them, nor
Down to 30
explained
seconds.
why you haven't done what you said you do. Meanwhile, you got public credit for promising to do it.
So then it's done. The goal is already been achieved. He's already gotten the public credit. He's already gotten everything. And so the problem is
Logan didn't respond to, which is odd since he was such a fan of me.
Judge, jury,
You know,
executioner.
Maybe we could have talked about this. You have
Let's
reached out
keep
to
fighting until we have a winner.
personally, not my manager Jeff, who is not me, Steve.
well, I did reach out to you, and I got no response.
Yeah,
In fact,
what
the
is the
only response I got
Real firepower.
Against the world.
a guy
This is real firepower.
on behalf of Paul. To be honest, I had no idea.
wait.
See inserted
The current score
on
is
behalf of Logan Paul.
2-2.
Now, to be honest,
0.
I had no idea who Logan Paul
Time
was
to switch
until I
things up,
researched the lawyer
including which
and
side
learned that
you're
he,
on.
quote, regularly defends individuals and corporations
Who are you
in
calling a
white-collar
raccoon,
criminal
The
litigation.
right heroes could make
Smart
all
pick.
the difference.
And that's when I realized, oh, that Logan Paul. Why didn't you just say you defended alleged white-collar criminals?
Yeah.
Would have saved me a Google search. So I opened up the letter and it read,
Right.
we represent Logan Paul. Mr. Paul has informed us of your outreach about the status of the CryptoZoo buybacks. Mr. Paul remains committed to this process. We are working with Mr. Paul to evaluate the best way to achieve this goal. In the meantime, please direct to our attention any further inquiries to Mr. Paul. Thank you for your patience.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Oh
But
my
sometimes we
god.
take stuff
It's
other
like,
people
yeah,
are
guys,
guarding.
it's coming, okay? It's coming in 2 weeks. You're gonna get your money
We'll be
back, all
caught in
right?
30 seconds. Stay
Understand.
strong.
Now, that might seem like a good step in the right
Hey, I
direction.
saw that
it is.
turret
Because
thing
we
you
got a
did.
response
How much
on
you want
behalf
for
of
it?
Logan.
Not for
But when I
sale.
read their response
What, are you
carefully,
kidding?
I realized
Everything's
things
for
were
sale.
actually worse
Maybe for
than I thought.
Really?
Because two things are absent from this statement. One, a timeline for refunds, and two, a plan for
The
refunds.
battle starts in
That's
5,
intentional.
4,
Yeah, I'm pretty
3,
sure that
2,
was on
1.
purpose. Yeah, this was
You
by
have to
design.
stop them from
And there
securing
is
the
a
mission area.
timeline. He said soon. So it's got to be soon, right? So the plan is to do it soon. I mean, I feel like it's there you go.
You have this abominable statement which says, we are working with Mr. Ball to evaluate the best way to achieve this goal.
Sure.
So you're still at the whiteboard. Guys, this is a statement you say when you have no plan or you're stalled, right? You say, we're evaluating.
That's me.
I mean, that's where Logan was back in January. He was evaluating. Am I supposed to leave 6 months later? You guys haven't figured this out? You've gathered all the boys in the office, brainstorming every single day. How do we refund people? And you don't know?
You're
I
ready
mean,
for
listen, he had more of a plan, Logan did, back in January. I'm not even sure what there is to even still figure out because,
Well, what do you mean you don't know what there is to figure out? There's the biggest thing is left to figure out. How do we get you out of paying $2 million? And that's the thing they're still trying to figure out. And as soon as they figure out how to avoid paying, then it will be over.
way back
That's a lot of money.
he said, I've committed more than 1.8 million. For those who do not want to wait for CryptoZoo to be completed, players will be able to burn their base egg and base animals for their mint price. I mean, there it is. That's the plan. Pay blockchain dev, code that up, and pay the victims their money. That's it. But we see absolutely no sign of that. And it's not for lack of
You need to
Logan
stop that
having the
vehicle in
cash.
its tracks.
He's on a world tour for Prime right now, bragging about how much money his drink company is making.
It's crazy.
Judge, jury, executioner! This is real firepower!
Against the world!
Same month, Logan promised those cryptos to
Read this my way!
So there's no good explanation for why Logan
This is real firepower!
had a plan back in January.
Prime's like, I need to join Prime and see if it's any good.
Had the money. But there's even less of a good explanation for why he hasn't explained himself for the delay to either me privately or to the victims publicly. Who are
Any
just
updates? When refund? I don't want communicate. I just want communication on refund. I no longer want to be part of this scam. Yo, give me my goddamn refund. We want a refund. Refund us. Oh man. Isn't it funny to go back and look at this shit? Like now it's 2023. It's like halfway to 2024. And people like, isn't it like it was a fucking fever dream that these dumb fucks actually thought that they were gonna buy pictures of eggs on the internet and become rich? Like, how the fuck did people imagine this was gonna work? Like, how are people so fucking stupid? I couldn't believe it when it was happening. And there's still some of them that are like this.
waiting around for months with no word.
Us against the world!
Promised
You next time.
refund. Now, eventually, I do believe Logan will address this. Has
This is real firepower!
Yeah, if you can't talk about it, if you can't do it, like, that's gonna be loud.
That's me.
He had to be silent. Only he's tried this before, and it didn't make a lot of
Armed and dangerous!
Rely on my team. I crumbled internally, and the advice was while actual legal process was going on because of criminal investigation taking place that CoffeeZilla highlighted in his series, I had to stay silent. And for a year, I'm hounding Jeff.
You stopped them in their tracks.
Hounding Jeff. How do we make this
I'll
work?
patch you up. All right, let's get this straight. Logan was dying to
Judge,
make crypto
jury,
first time.
executioner!
Required to be silent until a YouTuber talks about it.
Yeah, because it's like got a lot of views, so like,
Relay deployed!
Did the judge magically unseal his lips when my video dropped? I'm confused.
that's right.
He's not
yeah,
prevented from explaining
Feeling
himself, and he's
fantastic.
certainly not legally prevented from giving people their money. Even if you want to argue the point that maybe Logan might look more guilty if he promises to pay.
This is real firepower!
already
The move!
is is that like these are like this drama has already happened.
By the eye of Agamotto!
And the second time that some of these things come around, people just don't give a shit as much anymore. Yeah, this is old news. Anybody who actually expected, like Logan Paul, you got to keep in mind, Logan Paul played World of Warcraft and Burning Crusade. There's no way that you played WoW back then and you didn't know about scamming people and the different bullshit that can happen on the internet. So you have to, like, you have to contextualize it around that. Oh, wow. Some guy that's been doing this shit for 15 years, of course he's gonna fucking, nobody's getting their fucking money back. This is just how it is.
He said he
Suddenly
felt
makes
so
sense,
bad
yeah.
that he was going to refund $1.8
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
But actually delivering that promise doesn't add any layer of
Only 60
ignition
seconds
to
left.
that guilt. He already
Shield
said he
up.
was responsible. At this point,
I
refunding
unleash
people
the
just doing
Shanti's
what he said he
power.
was going to do. No, I think the real reason Logan hasn't paid, if I had to guess,
Us against the world!
This is real firepower!
Out as soon as he's
all of which are unacceptable.
I'm doing this my way!
I think it's just he doesn't want to give them the money. Because like, there's the world
Down to
where you
30
have $2
seconds.
million and the world you don't have. So, I mean, I feel like it's a pretty easy decision, right?
I'll get you next.
I mean, shit.
You have his promise. Quote, I have
This is real
for
firepower!
those who do not want to wait for
Final
cryptocurrency.
10 seconds!
That is what he said. And people are tired of waiting, including me. After months of trying to work behind the scenes and ask questions behind the scenes,
We'll have
trying
to
to
keep fighting until we have
I'm
a
just
winner.
out of ideas, and I'm stuck trying to speak to Logan in the only
Judge!
language I
Jury!
can understand.
Executioner!
Logan, if I can speak to you for a second. Okay, bring him in. I'm getting publicly flogged like this every 6 months. What are we gonna be doing this in a year?
Us against the world!
The moon haunts you!
If Logan Paul manages to not pay this and he turns it into a meme, I would be genuinely fucking
much
impressed.
better.
Because I feel like there's at least a 20% chance that's
Sorry,
going to happen.
you made this
that
mess,
would be
Spectre.
insane. It's advertising for, yes, 100% chance. I think they'll pay. Might hurt
willing to
Prime
help?
sales. You think 12-year-olds give a fuck about this? No, they don't give a fuck.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
It's barely
By
worth
the
my time.
eye of Agamotto!
Pay the people back what you owe. Give them a real timeline, a real plan, and then we can all go back to pretending you changed.
This is a nice this my way!
I'll patch you
The moon! Magneto!
Love all my fans. Yeah.
This is real firepower!
Favorite times on the internet.
Only 60
In a world where
seconds
you have
left.
$2 million and did nothing wrong, or another one where you're minus $2 million and you're recognized as a scammer. Yeah, and I think Logan Paul, the thing is that Logan Paul will come out and he will say that he can't do anything because there's a
This is real firepower!
most people understand that you can't do stuff during legal proceedings. And
The moon haunts
video
you!
exposes why that's not true, but a lot of people won't see that. So then people will be like, okay, well, you know, and then eventually the case will end, and then CoffeeZilla will make another video and be like, okay, so now you're gonna give the money back. And then by that time, it's like, this is like 2 years later, right? People don't even know what cryptocurrency was anymore. Like, Logan Paul, fucking, this dude is down the road.
Together to
This is like, that was
10
another,
seconds.
like, he's gonna be like this. He's like, listen, that was just, I was in a different place in my life back then,
Spider skating will
and I'm a
be
different person now,
You'll have to keep fighting until we
and
have
I've
a winner.
grown and I've
It's now or
changed,
never. Stop them!
and I just want to put all that behind me, and I don't want to think about it anymore, be fucking followed with negativity.
Us against
And
the
so,
world!
like, let's just move on.
Come on, time!
Like, and that's what he's gonna do.
Here,
By the eye of Agamotto!
It is so insane to me because people get so pissed off about this shit, right? Like, look at God.
By the eye of Agamotto!
People that are
Time for some fireworks.
can happen to them. And I don't think it probably ever will. Nothing ever can happen to these guys. And
Need a bit
everybody
more
gets pissed
power.
off about this. And it's like, I get that you're pissed off, and it shouldn't be that way. But it is.
I require some aid.
Because God knows the government.
Feeling
Pulling
fantastic.
CoffeeZilla's videos, man. Make sure to give him a like. He's a legend. He's trying to do a
Final
good
score.
thing.
2,
He
2,
is. It's
3.
just it sucks. Logan Paul's worth $250 million. Why would he scam people out of $2 million? Why would he, like, he's at $250 million. Why would he
Well,
want to
you can't
lose that?
expect to
This
win
is
them all.
fucking crypto bullshit. And also keep in mind that, like, Prime making $45 million does not, like, is this revenue or is this profit? And on top of that, he's probably not the only person that owns Prime. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot that you can say that, you know, might not necessarily make the most sense. So he probably doesn't have $250 million. I mean, I bet he's got a lot of money, but that's probably not it. He blocked CoffeeZilla on Twitter. That's smart. Because that way he can't message you anymore. And just like say you just tell people to like,
Pick
oh,
your
I
hero.
blocked him because
Or villain.
his
I'm
fans
not
were harassing
judging.
me. Logan Paul is really the type of dude to thank you whenever you
Eat
expose
nuts
his
and
scam
kick
and then block
butts.
you whenever you remind him to pay up. Yeah? Yeah, pretty much. I cannot wait for him to do that. Like Logan Paul just to completely be like, yeah, that was a different point in my life. I was in a bad place. I just want to move past this. God, it's gonna be so fucking nuts, man. Logan Paul apologized. You're not allowed to be woke? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get woke over there, you go to the re-education team.
Hello, my name's Doreen Green,
Here we go.
and it makes me sad when people don't listen to parents.
Well, it's finally over.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Your slimiest. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, more like an internet criminal.
Oops, wrong video. That was the first response. He actually apologized in another response.
Take a little nap.
What's wrong?
Take a little
Scared your rage ain't what it used to be.
definition of that is
What I could do.
wrong. Wrong.
Hold on, wait a second. That's not it either. Turns out it's
battle
actually
starts
on
in
his
5,
secondary channel.
4,
That's why I couldn't
3,
find it.
2,
That's super
1.
cringe that he put it on his second
All you
channel.
need to do is
He
capture the mission area.
100% should have
Got
put
it?
it on his main channel. I didn't even know this because I watched it on Twitter. That's so dumb.
It's entitled "Thank You, CoffeeZilla." It's the third response from Logan Paul, and it's a pretty big change in Logan's attitude so far.
Yeah, I
so
bet.
let's see what he has to say. Oh, that's a relief. I thought Logan was going to hire me. But in all seriousness, this video does have some major admissions in it. Go through. For one, Logan
Capture the mission area.
I apologized. My initial response to his series was that a fire.
Not only that, Logan
Bounding
also
back into
pledges a
action.
$1.3 million refund plan for people who bought his NFTs.
I am personally committing $1,000 to this, which is about $1.3 million.
In addition to that, he also promises to finish CryptoZoo, which was left abandoned.
And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver
I'm a
the game
problem your
as
gun
outlined in
can't
the white
solve.
paper.
Now, I'll be honest, this is a big change in tone, and honestly, a lot of this is good news.
It is good news. I mean, I think that like it's okay to still meme on him for it though. Like I don't think the CoffeeZilla is being a dick for memeing on him about. I mean, he did threaten to fucking sue him, right? So I think that also, if public sentiment had not shifted so far against Logan Paul, do you think that video would be
Our
deleted?
team's
I don't
capture
think so.
progress has passed the halfway point.
Great that victims are it's something bad. Logan seems to acknowledge his judgment. He's not suing me, which is also cool. And frankly, this new response is just way better than his last one. I'll acknowledge that, while also acknowledging that it's not really a perfect response either. There's still major problems. Like, for example, many of the victims just have been ignored.
Judge,
A lot of
jury,
accusations have gone Logan still seems to be playing the victim.
armed and dangerous.
Do my best to give Logan credit where credit is absolutely due, but also sharing moments where I think that the caller himself relax. And let me start with for example, I think if you're an outsider who is not affected by this scam and you wanted a reason to love Logan Paul again,
A
I
nice
think this nails it. I mean,
I don't know about that. It's just like, I think everybody knows that obviously he changed his tune because the entire internet disagreed with him. Everybody said he was wrong, and he was worried that he might get sued. that Logan Paul was, after consultation with lawyers, some sort of legal firm, they told him, they're like, listen, you could be accountable for X, Y, and Z, like all of these things. And he's like, oh fuck, okay, all right, we've got to pull it back, we've got to move the goalposts. I think that's what's going to happen, and that's what happened. And at least I don't know that's what happened, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is what happened. He's lying in the apology as well. Well, we'll see about that.
Solve, Frank.
More than likely, someone close to him talked him out of it. I mean, like, they talked him out of it now.
Disappear!
It's a little bit late.
He's getting back to his rights. He's apologizing. So if you're a card-carrying member of the Low Gang, you can rest easy here. He says he's sorry. He says he's making things right.
We're good, boys. Low Gang strong.
And for what it's worth, I think Logan succeeds. The problem is, I don't think I or the Crypto universe were who Logan was really addressing. And this is where the response falls more flat, because he doesn't adequately address the real victims of CryptoZoo, which I think they're rightfully angry about. And I wanted to spend some time talking about that because, again, they've been the heartbeat of this whole story, and they feel very differently about the response than Logan's core audience does. They don't feel like it's enough, and I want to talk about why. Starting with the $1.3 million repayment plan. Because obviously this is the strongest part of Logan's entire response, actually opening up his wallet. And I don't want to minimize that in this video. I just do want to put it in context, because $1.3 million is a lot of money. It is. Fortunately, the scam was much bigger than $1.3 million.
So this is something that companies do, is that, like, every once in a while a company does something that makes them $50 million.
4, 3,
they get fined by the government.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Everybody in the public says, that's what you fucking get. You mess with us. You go and you destroy our environment. You pollute the country. Well, guess what? Accountability, bitch. And everybody's happy.
Right there.
And this is the best part about it. Everybody's happy because the company's happy because they're making profit. The government's happy because they're getting paid by the company. And the people are happy because they think the company's getting what's coming to them. So everybody wins whenever the government cheats whenever the companies cheat the government. You think about it. There you go. So Logan's trying it. This is very common thing. You make $7 million, you give $1 million back. Hey, you gave $1 million. Like, what's wrong with that? Absolutely. Most people don't
Where do you think you're going?
The fact is, most victims are not going to be made whole by this plan. Just in Zoo Coins alone, the blockchain evidence shows $7.7 million in stolen items. Can you believe? And this refund does nothing for those victims. It doesn't even apply to the holders of Zoo Coins at all. You get nothing if you bought this in-game currency. This refund only applies to current egg holders. So they can cash out that NFT for the initial mint price in crypto, which matters sort of because crypto has crashed a lot. So even though people spent $2.5 million on these eggs, in order to refund all these holders at mint price, it now only costs $1.3 million in today's money. Which again,
apparently, according to this verification, let's go back, just give me a second. There we go. After selling Logan and Mint is able to save the NFT more. Okay, that's still what they made, but yes.
Which again is nice, but it doesn't do enough. That's where most of the money was spent. It wasn't just on the NFTs. It was on this in-game currency, which Logan seems to have no intention of fighting, and his response, or why, is pretty bad. He responds to somebody who lost $80,000 who told him,
armed and dangerous,
to not get sued. Logan,
I think that this is just doing what you have to do technically to not get sued.
Judge,
I
jury,
think that's what
executioner!
Yeah. Because, and this is what I thought originally, is that he was never going to give everybody their money back and just like cancel the project. Because in doing so, he could open himself up to a ton of liability, and he wouldn't make any money. That's another big factor. And nobody would make any money. There'd be no long-term money to be made, even though he burned all of his coins, etc. There'd be no long-term money or anything to be farmed out of this. And on top of that, like, the people could say he didn't do the project. They could say it was fraud. How do you do 80 can savings and decide to dump on Logan Paul? They're just stupid, that's why. It's simple.
Logan replies with a screenshot of his white paper and later explains to another member of the Discord, I believe there has been a misconception here. As outlined in the white paper, Zoo was created to support CryptoZoo and was not intended to be an investment vehicle.
Yes, so basically what this means is that if you read the fine print, I got your money, bitch, and that's it.
You need to
so
stop
they would
that
have to
vehicle in
argue
its
this
tracks.
in court.
When you sold or bought is not my decision.
This
and
is
look, to be fair to him,
and
there was a
she has the
misconception that Zoo was an investment
of,
vehicle.
just
but it's a
regular
misconception that he created.
Well, it's a misconception. I don't even think that it's a misconception. But I think what we can all agree on is that a lot of people look at these crypto projects. None of them are looking at them from an authentic value proposition perspective. Everybody is looking at these projects from the context of how can I make money off of this project. That's what they do. That's it.
He's the one who said CryptoZoo was a fun game that earns you money, and how it earned you that money was that your NFTs are Zoo tokens. You know, things that are supposed to have value. That was the point of the game.
Even if he hadn't said this, he was operating on a preconception that everybody already had.
Suggest that these coins were advertised as valuable investment vehicles. Logan's own team had rules for selling based strictly on the value of said investment vehicle. Quote, for selling. No selling until a $200 million market cap.
That's a lot.
So I think it's fair to say if Logan's own team were buying Zoocoin early, waiting for them to go up in value to a certain level and then selling them.
So, yeah, they were using them as an investment vehicle, but if you do it, you're an idiot.
That sounds like an investment vehicle, albeit a very stupid one. So this explanation definitely doesn't hold water, and Logan obviously just doesn't want to be on the hook for Zoo coins. Instead, he just kind of wants to refund the much smaller part of the NFTs.
Pick
What makes
your
this even
hero.
worse is that
Or
this
villain.
refund doesn't
I'm not
even
judging.
apply to everyone who bought these NFTs. Because some of these people sold their NFTs at a deep loss, thinking that CryptoZoo was over, that it was abandoned.
Eat nuts and
there's
kick
actually a way
butts.
you could have tracked this whole thing, or Logan could have, and found a way to repay all the people who lost money on Egg. But instead, this refund only applies to current holders, meaning nobody who sold during the year and a half this project was abandoned gets anything back.
So basically, this is a situation where if you are
my
really
tail?
dumb,
Yeah, it's super warm.
you will
and it's
make
very
some
handy
money.
in combat.
And if you were smart and you got out, you don't make any money.
30 seconds
This
before
is
your attack.
always
Get ready.
hold diamond hands, boys. Yep.
There's a large percentage of actual victims, and this is pretty bad. Brought to Logan's attention by one of the people in this, as Joe Al says, quote, Logan Paul, what will happen to the people who sold everything at a loss when the project was abandoned? Will everyone who minted be able to get that refund, or
The
just
battle
the
starts
current
in
owners?
5.
See, how I would respond to
3,
this is I
2,
would...
1. All you need to do is
Now,
capture
in
the
reply to
mission
this,
area.
someone
Big
Got it?
mistake.
And the Discord said, if you sell, you lose common investing knowledge. Logan replies to agree with this,
That's right.
which is just kind of a terrible perspective.
That's right. Unless you're willing to fucking ride this Titanic down to the bottom of the ocean, you're an idiot.
Check this enemy.
Well, if you're not willing to just go down like with the ship, you're an
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture
for
now.
Logan to have when he's saying he wants to be funded. And he's the reason a lot of people left. This is where Logan's apology starts to read more hollow. It's in all of the follow-ups after the response video, because I don't know if he can help himself from betraying how he really feels about this, because in another Discord exchange, Logan says, please do not put any more money into CryptoZoo, which, by the way, is quite reasonable to say.
I
But
think
then
that's
somebody
fair.
follows up and
Capture
says,
the mission area.
guys, can someone explain what he said with not...
I feel so
You
bad
can
for
return the
these
favor
people.
anytime.
Like, this is some guy, and the year is 2023, and his picture is of a knockoff NFT brand that is probably worth 6, I don't know, watermelon coins. Which, if you take 6 watermelon coins, that will buy you 1 apple coin, and an apple coin sells for 1/16 of a penny.
Activating force field stabilizing.
Yeah, they have the same fucking conversion rate as Stanley Nichols. Exactly. Like, I feel so bad for these people, but I don't, because of how fucking pretentious they were. For 2 years, I had to sit here and listen to how I wasn't gonna make it because I don't have a profile picture of a badly photoshopped cat on top of a pizza.
Fantastic! Ha ha!
investing. But rather than replying, oh guys, I don't feel like I don't want anyone else's money. I don't want anyone else recklessly gambling. Logan replies instead, quote, I will no longer be the scapegoat for anyone's financial decisions.
Well, I think that what he means by that is I will no longer be liable for
It's spider time!
That's what it means. And I think that's fair, that's smart. Logan talked to a good legal team, and I think that it's obvious that he is communicating in that with that in mind, because of what he thinks about how CryptoZoo is not an investment
You
vehicle.
can return the favor anytime.
I think that it's
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
that angle.
Why? For someone who's
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
He's the victim. And this is
Control
just
C.
insane to say as the face of this project, which got everyone involved, because
The area's
I
almost
think it
yours.
betrays how he feels about this situation. He doesn't seem to see anything wrong with
against the
advertising a
world.
game that will make you money, it never delivering, millions of dollars being stolen by criminals he hired. And then when all of us want their money back, it feels like he's
Armed and dangerous!
advertise to them a fun game that will make you money. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Logan had a simple job to do. All he had to do was just come out, apologize, get as much money back for the victims as possible. But he himself can't help but play the victim. In fact, I have a third example of how Logan might
I don't think it really matters, because it's not even about helping the people. It's about getting, like, controlling the narrative, moving forward, sideboarding this issue completely, and moving on to the next thing that you're gonna do.
really feel, because Logan tweeted right before this response,
that
quote, the Matrix is real. Pray you never become its target. I guess he's trying to channel Andrew Tate here unsuccessfully, basically saying like, I'm getting attacked, not because I did anything wrong or scammed anyone, I'm just an enemy of the system. That's why I must be getting attacked. But if that's the case, you didn't have to wonder, did the Matrix force you to apologize? Did it force you to hand back 1.3 million? I just think comments like this go so far to undercut his apology.
It does. It was stupid for him to tweet that. I think at that point, maybe he hadn't done the apology yet. He hadn't decided to do it. But it was
I do
stupid
still
for him
kind
to
of
say
have a
that.
crush on Wolverine.
Because it's very clear that instead of actually like caring about the victims, he feels like he's a victim.
True.
I mean, he's saying like, "Oh, pray you never become its target."
30
Who's
seconds
the
before you
Matrix, though,
attack.
Logan?
Get
Like,
ready.
is it your fans who got robbed? Who are the agents coming after you? I know it's not me. I know you're not saying I'm the Matrix here in my $10 million studio. Because after all, you're thanking me. You're thanking the Matrix. Like, what is this response? It's so childish the way he speaks about this stuff. And
I agree. I think that the tweet was so
The
stupid.
battle starts in 5, 4,
Again,
3,
this isn't to
2,
be dismissive
1.
of Logan's actions if he follows
All you
through,
need to do is
because
capture
there
the
is a lot of
mission
good
area.
that
Got it?
1.3 million can do. And you know what? If he goes back and finishes the game, that's also good. But it's just so frustrating when the good that Logan seems to be doing, he's doing the bare minimum of at the last possible second with motivation that seems to be in the proper context, to say it lightly, irreparably tainted by self-interest. Now, I'm not going to address
Well,
Logan's
it's definitely in his self-interest to get out of this issue.
You get a web.
Now, I think that's where he wants to go. He just wants to get out of this problem, avoid it, move on to the next thing, and put this in the garbage. I think it's pretty simple.
other two response videos, which are mostly like attacking me.
Yeah.
Because Logan sort of walked those back now. He's apologized. He said he was going to delete them. I think he deleted one of them. The other one's still up. I don't know if the impulsive episode's going to go down. Either way, it's just much less interesting now that he says he doesn't like mean it anymore. He's not going to sue. So I don't feel the need to publicly defend myself. If you're curious about all the wild stuff that was wrong in those first two responses, I'll put the video live on my Patreon. But I didn't want to release it at the time because I thought there was a better chance at getting a good ending for the victims here if I was a bit more diplomatic with Logan at this critical juncture when he was deciding whether he was going to give money back or not.
That's true.
I don't know if I succeeded in moving the needle, but that was certainly my intention.
I think probably he did. Because I mean, the thing is that this is one of the unfortunate realities, is that you have to admit something that makes Logan Paul look good in this situation with no context, is that it is good that he's giving some of the money back. This is absolutely good. However, if you contextualize it around how much money was lost, then it's not.
Either way, now that Logan has responded with his plan, and I've given my perspective on how much I think it's rooted in, self-interest versus a genuine, attempt to help out the victims. I think this is about as much as I'm going to be able to contribute to the situation. I mean, I do think it's incredible that even $1.3 million came of this, while I also can acknowledge that it's not nearly enough for the real victims. I'll follow up with the future to make sure that he actually gives that money away. But for now, I think most of the CryptoZoo victims, if they're still hungry for justice, are going to have to take it up with Logan in ways that are different than I can do on YouTube. Which, by the way, I think some of them are. In fact, Attorney Tom is going to start the legal
Judge, jury, executioner!
I love how even the YouTube lawyers still have a stupid fucking phone number like this. 855 Tom wins.
Plasma!
Yep, they all have this dumb fucking phone number that morons can remember, like whenever they're getting fucking charged for a crime, they're about to go to jail. Oh wait, Tom wins. I remember, oh shit, yep, there it is, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep, better call Saul. I think that my trainers are like one of these phone numbers as a lawyer, you're just, like, you're not playing the game.
I just wanted to say, if you're a victim of CryptoZoo, you can check out that video, which I'll link to you if you want, or consult with a lawyer, because I'm sure for the people who lost a lot of money, this is certainly not because they didn't get a full refund, they'll be seeking one. But even though it's not the end for them, it is the end for me for now. This is the end of the CryptoZoo saga, and I wanted to say and give a huge heartfelt thank you to everyone who viewed this and supported me throughout this.
Okay, this is fucking ridiculous. We've got XQC, we've got Ethan, we've got Hassan, we've got Ludwig. What the fuck, man? We follow each other on Twitter, and you're gonna do this to me?
Pick your hero.
Been
This is
insane.
fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it's so true, man. Hey, like this, honestly, like the whole system and everything you put into it and all that, like this is some next level reporting. I am impressed. Like huge hearts in the chat for CoffeeZilla. This guy really knows what he's doing, man. Absolutely. Genius.
and I do not take it lightly. There is an
He's
alternate
great.
universe where if that hadn't happened, Logan would feel emboldened to sue me and probably not give money back to the
Yeah.
victims.
I think a lot of
it's
villains
your
are just
support
hurt
that
and
makes all
scared.
the
It would be
difference.
really nice
Got
to
the
help
victims
them
at least something.
after I ping
So,
an
I
acorn.
think
30
in a lot of
seconds
ways,
before you
people are
attack.
just fucking
Get
tired
ready.
of seeing these scams.
Time to train.
They're just tired of
Worst part
seeing this
about
shit
white
over
costumes,
and over and over.
The bloodstains. Am I right?
It's annoying.
know.
It's like
like
people
to
are just
hurt
like, it's
people.
been 2
like to
fucking
heal.
years, 3 years,
Well,
probably
when
more
I'm
than
done
that even,
here, you'll
of this
have plenty of
bullshit.
folks to heal.
That like you have
Trust
to,
me.
not only do you have to hear about how it's going to change people's
battle
lives,
starts in 5,
but you have to hear about
4,
morons
3,
who think that they're
2,
going to be the one
1.
that's partying on a yacht
All
full
you
of
need to do is
models
capture the mission
while you're
area.
sitting
Got
there
it?
working like, oh fuck, is it F? Why does it do this shit? I don't even know. Yeah, these are these people, these fucking clowns that are like, that, you know, they went from tweeting about Call of Duty to tweeting about cryptocurrency. Now they think they're so fucking smart, telling you you're not gonna make it. You're stupid. And they're so smart because they have a picture of an 8-bit dog.
The mission area is yours
Guess
to
what?
capture now.
Fuck you. This is what you get. That's right, we're tired of this shit.
I don't fear pain.
That wraps it up. Thank you for watching.
You're welcome. This is amazing.
Capture the mission area.
So let me go red to the
We bonk the arm.
Absolutely. This is so good. Such a good fucking video. His channel's massively blown up because of this and he deserves it. This is awesome. Very happy to see this. For vast and honest with it, oh, absolutely. A lot of people see it. They have number one. Yeah, of course, right? Why
Get
wouldn't
him,
it be?
Tippy.
Yeah, this is great. You got 1.8 from both. Good. I mean, like, that's, I think that's good. I mean, I know that a lot of people view any time that a person's personal gain converges with something that's good, that it becomes not good. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that if there is a net positive about something, that if anything was good, that people the moon haunts you. Positive reward for doing things that are good.
I suck.
So yeah, I think this is great. So I am fucking. What? You know, there's a D next to this, right? It's subscribe. Duh. It's because I'm happy. Link. I'll link it one more time. Yeah, there you go.
We are unstoppable.
I really would like to see that. We'll have to see what happens, okay? But overall, I am just so glad to see at least some of these people getting their money back. And I hope that if anything here, people can stop investing money in influencer crypto schemes.
There they are.
Please. Stop it. Just what are you doing? Like, go spend it on like a gotcha game. Go to a strip club. Donate it to a charity.
It's spider
Buy your mom something
time!
nice. Buy your kids something nice.
Such a rally.
Do anything else but
Behold! Us against the world! I am ready to put on a show!
Yeah, it will.
Help him through the shadows.
Who wants to be a king?
Bounding back into action.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, right? Who's ready to be a king?
Yes! One down!
Good branding? Yeah.
You've
No, I
captured more than
understand.
half of the mission area.
I
Keep
understand how
going.
this stuff works. See, all you have to do is play on people's misplaced sense of self-superiority, and you can make them give you all their money.
I'm gonna get nuts!
Because they're stupid. They're stupid and they think they deserve more than other people. And so all you have to do is pat them on the head and say, yes, you're a good little boy.
Okay,
Please keep giving us more money. And then I'll do it. Yeah, down the full price. Exactly.
Please, Larry's almost yours!
The moon haunts you.
Bounding back into action.
The biggest fraud in Logan Paul's scam. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
For the last 6 months, I've
Part
been working
two.
on my own NFT project. CryptoZoo.co. It's a really fun game that makes you.
Oh, my tail? Yeah, it's super warm and is very handy in combat.
$40,000.
$500,000 Australian.
I'm telling you, it's just a picture. There's nothing I can do with it.
Wait, you can't.
But you knew that before you did.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. I'm gonna get
God,
nuts.
it always was.
No.
We had an issue with CryptoZoo.
Holy walnuts! Buy me a ticket.
Took the code that he made, fled to Switzerland, actually
Oh,
fled to
that
Switzerland.
got a loop.
Yeah, this is
gonna get a symbiote
$1,000.
smackdown. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I thought that all of this was Logan Paul. What's this random guy doing in Logan Paul's project? And who is Eddie?
Well, let's find out. The man who fooled billionaires.
To begin answering the question of who Eddie is, I decided.
Our mission target is here.
I started by looking through all the news articles I could on Eddie, where I found out he graduated from MIT, and from there became a data scientist and cybersecurity expert, and used that technical background to win a sword.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Mission area is yours.
Magneto!
Ooh, a touch of healing.
Successfully hacked AOL from his bedroom.
All right.
He continued to
Hits
pursue
the
computer
ground.
science.
We are
He was then
undefeatable.
recruited out to work for the government in cybersecurity, developing software, reverse engineers the location of known government and terrorist threats.
Guys, if you're ever wondering if the government can track you because of Eddie, they can. There you go.
Started with the federal government, and you started off really tracking criminals with burner phones and all.
Honestly, after this whole search, I felt more confused than ever. If Eddie's such an amazing guy, why didn't he pay developers? And is he really the person behind CryptoZoo, or is it someone else? Honestly, I felt like at this point I needed a drink. I needed to ask facts. Not good.
I'm gonna get nuts.
I'm confused about this Eddie Ivan. He comes out of nowhere with this crypto
You
story, and
deserve that.
everything about him I find seems, but it had to be. That's the problem.
Keep going.
MIT grad, he worked for the military. He even claims he won a Super Bowl. Why would that guy work for Logan Paul?
I don't know. But I can find out. You said his name is Eddie Ibanez?
I think he goes by Eduardo technically, but
yeah, probably money.
Check out your big acorn.
And done.
well, what'd you find?
Few red flags, a couple of misdemeanors.
That turret is absolutely.
Glorious almost yours.
To be honest, I don't give a fuck about that. I think that makes him better.
The moon Tatsu.
Car company for not paying his bill.
I think, bro, I love it. I think Eddie's a straight up G. Yeah, bro, like these are red flags. Like, what do you mean? Like, this guy's great.
Skip that stuff. I just need whatever's relevant to crypto.
Well, that's basically it. Other than... Hold on. No, wait, I did find something. Look.
Another epic victory.
For Philly. I barely picked it up. This reporter says Eddie's entire story is fake.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the whole Eddie Ibanez character. This guy Adam Robb investigated it. He says it's a lie.
I gotta find this guy. Send me his info. I got some calls to make.
Copy.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We met up with Adam Robb, the reporter who's been investigating Eddie Ibanez for a while now. And I wanted to know, what did Adam think of him when they first met?
I wasn't quite sure what to make of him. Based on what I knew about him, he was a MIT grad who went on to work for the CIA and the Defense Department, and I didn't want to waste his time. And it wasn't long after I sat down that I realized
I will
he
bring
was wasting my time.
peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Eat nuts
Eddie has told
and
me
kick butts.
so many lies over the course of my 2 interviews with him, and the first lie he told me is probably the oldest lie that he's told so many people, which is that he's an orphan. I first realized Eddie might be lying to me when I went home the next day and Googled Eddie Ibanez's family. I found a video of Eddie and his wife
When other people
making
first
rice
saw my
pudding
powers,
on
they
a
were
Fox and
like,
Friends segment
wait,
on Fox
a
News.
squirrel,
And Eddie's
now they're
wife
like,
Jackie explained that she learned the recipe from Eddie's mother.
So in that picture you've got the Jackie Ibanez,
Stay
you know
strong.
her along with her husband Eddie and her 2 little girls. You love rice pudding. Why is this a family recipe?
Okay, so I don't necessarily think these are conflicting bits of information because he could have been adopted later on whenever he was like, let's say 7 or 8. Yeah, it could have been a stepmother or something like that. Like this is not compelling yet.
The battle
Eddie's
starts in
mom
5.
made this rice pudding
4,
once.
Wait,
3,
Eddie's mom?
2,
I thought Eddie
1.
was an orphan. Oh,
You have
it
to
turns
stop
out
them from
the only problem
securing
with
the
that is
mission
that
area.
not only does his mom exist, she's alive and in his life. And it turns out it wasn't even Adam that heard this story either. He told it a lot.
Here come the bad guys.
Did you ever meet his mother?
Your store help, remember?
Never mind.
The light force wants to heal you.
Okay.
Oh, now that's snap. Yes.
How did he figure that?
Where do you think you're going? Oh, I got your courage.
How did he throw that down? I'm really confused.
He told me he was an orphan, and then I met his mother. Is quite the string of words.
Wow.
But as insane as these lies are, let's be real. It doesn't explain why Clippers failed, sure. But the next lies kind of do. Because part of Eddie's story is also that he went to MIT, where he was recruited to the CIA. And it's part of why he was being practiced as a developing all the wild experiences that he had had. But it's just not true.
Did he go to MIT?
Emailed the MIT registrar's office and I asked if Eddie Ibanez attended the school, and they confirmed in absolute terms that he never attended MIT.
That's
Man, what a surprise. Wow, who could have guessed? Another cryptocurrency guru who has a bunch of credibility and a background story that's just as real as their cryptocurrency.
right. The whole orphan to MIT origin story, it wasn't true. And Eddie's whole backstory from here kind of falls
We're
apart
back,
as well.
right, Tippy-Toe?
How could he have been recruited to a government agency out of MIT if he never went to MIT?
You need to stop that
If this is
vehicle
all
in
seeming
tracks.
crazy,
Very
you
good
might
point.
ask yourself, who would believe all this? And this is where Eddie shines. He kind of had a gift for getting people to believe in the lies he told. Especially super rich and powerful people, for some reason. Like this resident this him winning the Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles. He managed to convince the owner of the New York Yankees completely bought into it without question and told the same story later in a college
We're back,
seminar.
right, Tippy
Thomas
Toe?
Trevor right into the work he did for the Philadelphia Eagles, which led to a Super Bowl championship, led to you getting a Super Bowl ring. Tell us exactly what your job was to do for them and how it worked out.
No, sure thing. So first off, they said like we don't know where to put you, but sports science.
So yeah, he just had no fucking idea what he was talking about. I think there's a lot of times that people that just don't know anything about technology can get finessed by this stuff so easily.
Stop them!
This guy was the one guy who's like, hey, I got some data. So
I am ready to put on a show!
what happens is like a player as they run around. They get a certain key level. So if you ever played Street Fighter, the video game, you red bars, every time you get hit, the red bar goes down, it's a die, KO, right? So that we're trying to figure out kind of what that is for a player, and on an injury level, right? There's an injury bar that gets knocked down and that gets KO'd.
This is insane. He couldn't.
So basically, and you know, have you ever had this happen where you have somebody who doesn't know anything about technology and you just get them or you see them starting to agree with anything even if it makes no sense because they don't want to sound stupid?
Time to heal.
Yeah, like, I mean, you guys have seen this too, right? Like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. It's the same thing happened here.
Vince and owner of the Yankees that he won a Super Bowl by turning sports athletes into street fighters. And of course, none of it's true. responded to a fact check saying he never worked for their player analysis team. Not only that, the Eagles also said that Eddie
like all fan
Better stop that vehicle!
tried to do an in-person presentation in March of 2018, but that was already a month after the Eagles had already won the Super Bowl. And also they didn't hire him because of course meaning
So basically, he did a presentation for them after they won the Super Bowl, and then after that, they didn't hire him after the presentation, but it's because, like, so basically, because they knew that they were going to see his presentation, that's why they actually won the Super Bowl. Oh my God. Yeah, it's total bullshit. It's not even like, it's not even it's just completely fucking fake.
There's no way this story is true, and yet he's convinced people at the highest level of sports that it is. And this is where we get back to crypto, because it's how he got it.
Also, the reason why people believe it is things like Moneyball, because like what he's saying is like there's a parallel that a person who's not very, like, you know, technologically savvy would see this and then think, oh, like Moneyball, and be like, oh, okay, yeah, so they did the same thing in football too. Yeah, definitely. I bet that's what happened.
Involved with that.
Again, like the best way to fool somebody is to make them think that they're smart and they understand something that other people don't understand. Stupid people love to give you their money if you can tell them they're stupid.
I am ready to put on a show!
Remember Jeff Logan's manager who we spoke to last time? Well, he also spoke to Adam Ross.
The moon haunts you!
And did he tell you, I guess, kind of like about
Maximum pulse!
There's an option. You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
Yay, team!
Humble about the accomplishments he didn't even have. Yeah, I wonder why he's so humble, guys. Holy shit.
Wait, but he is bragging. He literally made it all up. The CIA, NFL stories aren't true. How could that not be bragging? But that's the impression he gave off. But that's not all. The engine he made up stories to get in. He also used his other connections. His real billionaire and billionaire friends managed the game with all these fake stories. And some of it vouched people like Chris Birch and Todd Morley.
And what was the thing that kind of like sold you on it? The fact that like back from the past and like
I just think he's a down to earth, cool, humble guy.
Okay.
Been super successful. They're trying to do with an agenda, and he's just kind of like, hey, look, I'm smart is what I know, and I have done.
It's incredible. I mean, how did this guy keep getting away with it? Honestly, it's baffling. But I've got to say, up till now, everyone's been fooled sort of fair and square on the same ground. But
I think it's just people that are nodding and agreeing because they don't want to seem too stupid to not understand what's going on. I think that's what it is. It's just straight up groupthink, people that are just going along with it, etc. Yeah, he can't keep getting away with it. He is. Yeah, he's super smart at what he knows. Yeah, and the only problem there, he was super smart at what he knows. The only problem is that people thought he knew cybersecurity, and it turns out what he knew was how to scam people.
Found out CryptoZoo did have an advantage that could have saved them all this trouble the whole time.
So a month before the launch of CryptoZoo, I got on the phone with Jeff Levin, Logan Paul's manager. And after he spoke fondly of Eddie and his work, I confronted him about some of Eddie's lies, including how he didn't work for the NFL. Jeff told me he doesn't know much about the NFL, but he knows about the business world. And Chris Birch and Todd Morley vouched for Eddie. And so Jeff and Logan go into communication with him.
Hello, my name's Doreen Green, and it makes me sad when people don't listen to animals.
Verify this is true. Yeah. We definitely talk to people.
He'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
You know, people that.
Yeah, I verified it because I asked his friend said it's true,
You
and so
have all
like,
the
I mean,
powers of a
shit.
spider and all the powers of a man.
Just like you have all the
There it
powers of a
is.
squirrel and all the powers of a girl. So
He's said he has relationships
Okay, so here's a question I don't want the answer to. If
Okay.
I can summon an army of rodents to obey my every command,
So if you're ever trying to do
Battle
something
starts
that's
in
like a little bit
5,
off the books,
4, 3,
if
2,
anything
1.
that somebody says
Yeah. Okay.
is even
No, I thought so. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
off of completely
I'm sorry to fix it again. This is my fault. Hello.
throw the
I'm
whole
gonna laugh.
throw the whole thing away. Fucking pack it up and go deal with somebody else. Because
little
if
help,
somebody
please.
is actually going to do it and they're serious, they're going to follow through. There's not going to be any bullshit like this happen. If you say you're going to meet somebody at McDonald's and then they're not there, or you're going to meet them alone and they've got 3 people with them, no, all right, you're done. That's it. Or you find out any information, even the smallest thing is not true. That's the real stuff to worry about. Because if people are lying about really small things, and they're a compulsive liar enough to lie about these very, very small, seemingly inconsequential details.
That's gonna take time
Think about
to
what
grow.
else they're lying about at the same time. That's my
Made
advice.
it halfway. Stop them.
With the NFL, like saying that, like, no, we've never worked with him,
You got both
and
cloak
that kind of
and
thing.
dagger.
But you've had,
the NFL saying that?
yeah,
Like who at the NFL?
Like who?
the constant.
Better stop that vehicle.
Like
There's
who?
still a chance to stop
And you
them.
see what happens, right? Is stupid people never want. And this guy isn't stupid. He's just stupid at this. There's a lot of people that are really smart at one thing,
I'm not
but
done
this
with
just
this
isn't
fight.
one of the things
They
that you
hit
have
a
to be smart
checkpoint.
about.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
And the Dolphins, and then the people specifically that he named in the video.
Aren't these things a symbol of life?
Okay.
Komshu's gonna be very
Sure.
angry. The knuckle spike is coming.
Like,
Shields up.
Wait, this means at minimum, Jeff knew about Eddie's background before, or part of it, and still decided to go. This is just unbelievable.
The move is the one shoe.
Wait for that. Starts to hover.
It's hard to convince a man that he's been fooled than to fool them the first time. Because nobody wants to admit, I think I got. I think
Your
I got
powers are mine! Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Now's the time to hit.
We're
They
back,
never want to
right,
have that
Tippy-toe?
happen. So they constantly go and they try to make excuses for why that's not the case. Yeah, it's very common.
Since Jeff is Logan's manager,
I
they
wonder why
assumed
Task
him
was
and
up
the
here.
team should have known
You
about
get
this
a weapon,
as well.
you get a
but
weapon,
still,
you get a
they
weapon.
went forward with it, even though they knew this stuff before launch. Now, I started to reach out for comments about this, because obviously it's a huge deal.
ask Eddie.
But when I did, I got a call from somebody new, someone with a different perspective that I hadn't heard from before. Jake, the crypto.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Like Pokemon. He was called the Collectibles Guru a few years ago.
Oh, so he's selling NFTs. He's selling tangible NFTs. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Bounding back
Nowadays,
into
he
action.
goes by Crypto.
I will
He was
say
called
also,
Here, I can heal you.
there are very few times that a person goes to a random
Tremble
bar
before Bath!
with a bunch of Pokemon cards and stacks full of money. That's like probably, what, 20 grand, something like that. And on each of those, like, nobody, real people don't go and do this.
Invisible?
This is always a facade. But you never see like an actual rich person going out and taking pictures like this. This is always people that are putting up an image to get other people to invest in them.
Time to go nuts.
Collectibles Guru a few years ago. Nowadays, he goes by Crypto. And he's an advisor of the Crypto Zoo. So let's add him to
This
the
place is
conspiracy.
worth a good look.
But the question is, what did he have to say? I took a call with him. He mostly wanted to talk off the record, but when I pressed him, he was willing to at least put one thing
He's
on the
stuck
record.
them in their tracks.
Right. One more thing about Eddie before we get off of him.
We actually
I'm gonna get
Go-
nuts.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to ever be thought that Logan's the reason that he's not. Logan wasn't smart enough to do what he tried to do.
Your powers are mine!
the world!
Magneto!
He's doing, and he's dumb, and it's all Eddie's fault. And why is Jake doing this? The reason why Jake is doing this is so he can preserve his relationship with Logan Paul and continue using Logan Paul to ride on his coattails and to look like he's more legitimate because he's associated with Logan Paul. That's what it's doing.
I'm not done with this fight.
Milton was fouling, didn't have the ability to correct it, and to save face and reputation. It was more convenient for him to be associated with a fouling project than
The
never.
knuckle spike
So, I could put both in one sentence.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
Crypto King says,
The moon haunts
is a nice, neat theory.
I mean, Eddie did everything wrong. Fuck Eddie. All right,
One
problem
less
solved.
problem.
Oh, ruined everything. Because, Eddie is a liar. So it does seem to explain how these developers got screwed. Sure. But
We're
this
back,
theory
right,
doesn't
Tippy
fit
Toe?
all the facts. Because
You stopped them
Eddie
in
was
their
kicked off the team months ago. And still, the game is not working, despite Logan claiming they were going to go back and fix all the problems.
Again, retroactively working to
Hurricane
make these projects
incoming!
right, and it takes time, bro. It takes time. Development takes time. Working backwards to fix things, which isn't ideal, but also this project will speak for itself. And now, we're working backwards to try to fix it.
This just hasn't happened. Even a year from launch, the game just doesn't exist. What's worse is the newest dev who's putting on Astro Eddie.
No, and that's the smart thing. Like, if I was Logan Paul, this is what I would do. I would continue to make these, like, veiled statements
they're heading
about
our way.
CryptoZoo to keep the dumb people
Tremble before
without
Bath!
completely having them lose their minds, and then just start making those statements less and less frequently, and then let it fade into obscurity and forget that it even happened. That's wait long enough
I'm
for
not
people to
done
just
with
forget
this
about
fight
it, and then you can just move on. Yeah, just like the first time. It worked before.
Only
Just
60
do it again.
seconds left.
Just quit. And one of the reasons was they hadn't been paid for over a month. I know this because Logan
Shield us against the world!
We also have the blockchain. This paying block off companies they hired out on July.
Armed and dangerous!
It's confirmed by their leadership talking about a first month.
The moon haunts
But
you!
after that, there's nothing until they quit
Down to
on
30
September
seconds.
26th. In a
They
post
hit a
called
checkpoint.
Art
Now might be a good time to stop
And I
them.
do have to say, it does look like they were eventually paid, but only a day after they quit. This is just the same problem as before, slightly different. Nobody can pay these devs on time, and investors end up getting nothing. And so I can't buy into the idea that it's the fault for everything, because when devs were gone, they had a lot of the same problems. Now, it was only the point that this dev team quit, block off, that things really took a turn. Because if the Titanic was leaking before, now it was sinking.
appreciate
And
you.
everyone basically gave up hope, from every direction.
It's convenient to have somebody like Eddie around. Because even if you lose an fraud, the scam
I'll give you
artist,
destroyed enough.
all you have to do is wait for something to go wrong and be like, bro, I mean, what do you expect? We had Eddie there. Then, yeah, he's the fall guy. Exactly, yeah, he goes down, you put him on
You get a weapon! You don't bet! You get a weapon!
From all the investors who felt betrayed, who up to this point were holding on to hope, now they felt defeated. They felt tricked.
Wait from that
As
up.
Crypto starts to hub fed them promise after promise. And they were sick of it.
There was never any chat or anything. I never apologized. Just anything. Things didn't work out.
Leave them to Khonshu!
Clearly,
Lead people on.
only 60 seconds left.
Well, he can't say that it was bullshit, because then he's admitting the fraud. Yeah, no, Logan Paul's making the right decision. This is smart. Just completely make the entire thing up and not talk about it.
Tremble before Bath!
Take that one, Lil. A touch of healing.
And
Time to go nuts.
I know it was my decision.
I don't think that it's you guys that are
Down to
holding
30
it back.
seconds.
And I did my
Us against the world.
I believe nobody has to lose money in this way.
And that's what
Wait from that up. It starts to hop. That's gonna
Like,
I mean, what the fuck am I? Like, come on, man. Yeah, like, what research? Nobody Japanese. Come on. It's just, honestly, whenever people lose money to this kind of stuff, like, yeah, all bad, people will do fraud, be punished, they could go to jail. I'm gonna be totally honest. I really don't feel bad about these guys this year at all.
And decided enough. Feeling good. They decided to leak me messages, messages from the Cryptos team, from all the way down all the way up to Rush. And seeing that, it changed it. Because all of a sudden, I got a lot of new information. Remember how Jake, Crypto thinks that Eddie was the only problem? Yeah. Well, a year ago, he was saying something very different. On the day of launch, he said this to the group. Logan, you stole 40 million.
I'm better than my mutant power.
Still the best.
Well, this is a bit of a development, isn't it?
Back into
What a fucking surprise. That's an easy 40 mil, boys. Yeah.
You get a web, you get a web. Tokens from you.
Another
You are a
epic
scammer.
victory.
You are a liar, and you betrayed your own community. You aren't that guy. Logan replies, "Oh, Jake, trust me. I am
Yeah, I'll go on the record for you, and yes, I'm going to show you the text message that say we can sell at these ascending market caps, and that it's not like I was trying to run a project. It's like I put $250,000 into a project plus 6 months of time, and the founder never did anything he said he was going to do, and then hired a bunch of devs that didn't do what they were going to do. And every time I gave advice, the advice was I was told